So, can anyone remember what you did last time?
Yes.
I read a book.
Yes. We
We
fought
saved the
some
small
monsters.
town. Yeah, we saved the small town of Merritt by defeating some little rats and ankies. What were they?
Ant kegs. Ant kegs?
Ankegs.
Amazing. So,
We found some statues and also some others saw some information, which was... No, some others saw some information.
yes. So, after that, you are continuing on your journey from Miret to Nepenthe. Uh, do you share
With
what
our horses.
with your horses and whatever you've had along the way? I've also said in various different chats, I'm not heartless, so you all do have like adventuring gear. I'm not making you buy blankets with gold, and you're not sleeping on the bare ground because you are adventurers. You are from the Vanguard, so you all have like your standard gear. Although you're welcome in inns and establishments along the way as part of the Vanguard as well. So, on your travels, are you doing anything, discussing anything? Have you been catching up and making yourself brand new friends along the journey?
Yes.
Anybody talking about what they saw on the statues? Because I know nothing of these. I didn't investigate them. I didn't look.
Did we take what we found with us, or did we leave it there?
It was a plaque
Attached.
to the statue.
Okay.
It was chipped, but it was there.
Okay. I did quickly scribe what I found onto a pizza parchment, though.
Mm-hmm.
A piece of parchment.
Pizza
It's
parchment.
like a pizza pie, but a pizza parchment.
That's a spicy parchment.
I wouldn't have mentioned it straight away. If anyone asked, then I would describe it.
I
But
wouldn't have asked.
to begin with, I really want to talk to both Alithia and Tom on the journey.
Yeah.
Yes, good sirs. How
mean,
may I
Tom-
be of assistance?
Tom's happy to talk to anybody.
So Balthor will be walking or riding next to Tom, and he'll just Tom, when I give you instructions.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Yes, I know. Nice to meet you again, Tom. When I give you suggestions like fall back, it's a military term, and don't take things so precisely. Don't take things so literal. I will describe some tactics to you, but yes, fall back means move away, not fall backwards.
Okay, Tom did not understand. Tom will commit that to his memory.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom. But yeah, we'll discuss military terms as we move along, but yes, I'm going to go away now before you introduce yourself again, because I feel this is going to get quite frustrating. I like you, though, Tom.
Bye, I'm Tom.
Bye, Tom. With a smirk on his face, I will just move away and leave Tom to do
Aimlessly
Tom things.
staring around at basically nothing.
Poor vacant Tom. Anybody else doing anything on the journey?
I mean, you know what I'm doing.
Can you just remind me with my initiative roll? It was plus 12, wasn't it? Why?
Alert.
Your class or something.
Let's have a look.
I'll find it. I'm just flicking through trying to remember why.
Haven't the foggiest, but I'm sure it was very exciting.
No. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's cool. So, Alithia is reading. I take it you saw I gave you some more books for your birthday.
Yes. Yes, I've not read any yet.
Are you actually committing to reading only in
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
If there's downtime, then she'll read them. If there's no downtime, then she'll be.
There will be downtime. I will say that
Between sessions.
there is that. The journey between Moret on your way to Nepenthe, you've got quite a distance because you'll be travelling from here and onto the next village of Ayvrin, which is here. So I would say that is a good day and a half. Maybe if you take it at a leisurely pace, a couple of days. So there will be a couple of long rests in there as well. You make sure you're all up to full health, etc. Is there anything else anyone else is doing on downtime? Just reading.
I'm just writing.
Cool. Okay,
Tom
so
is just staring off aimlessly.
lovely.
I am muttering under my breath constantly that this is the strangest bunch of individuals I have ever been travelling with. But I am not judging them for that.
You're judging them for lots of other things.
If Balfour was wanting to teach Tom more like military terms and strategy for him to react appropriately in combat, then Tom will listen and learn.
Yeah, so that would be going on as we're travelling, just be giving him any sort of advice or information and terms I would use, but I would like to grab Alethea and just
Throw her
Alethea,
off the cart.
I'm not on a cast, I'm on my cloud.
can you take your nose out of those books for a second?
Okay.
I get the feeling you're a bit shy and maybe a peaceful soul, but I just need to know that when things get tough, we have to act together and protect one another. You need to use your abilities to protect yourself, but also to protect, hopefully, what you will soon find to be your friends.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. You have nothing to apologize for, young lady. I'm just trying to help you improve, maybe, and help you feel part of the team.
I'll try my best, sir.
I'm sure you will, and your best will be good enough, but if your friends need help, your allies, your traveling companions, whatever you wish to call us, then you will find us all very grateful if you can spring into action, maybe just a little faster.
Okay, sir. I'll take that on board.
Having slightly overheard that, you
And
can
anything
see
you need
Tom
from me?
affixing springs to his feet.
And if there is anything you need of me, you must only ask. I am happy to aid you in any way I can.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I will let you get back to this reading that seems to be so captivating for yourself.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, as you are travelling on, you are approaching the village of Ayvrin. And can you all roll a history check to see how familiar you are with the area? Because it's close on the way to Nepenthe. So I don't know how many people have heard of it, are aware of its effects. Tom's
So
full
with
of
no
info.
memory, Tom rolls a 20.
Maybe.
Surely that's got to be with disadvantage.
The way I was going to rule that was Tom knows loads about this village, but he doesn't remember any of it.
I almost think that it's Tom's memory could be like a hard drive that hasn't been defragmented. So you've got bits of information, but they're not connected and you have no emotional connection to them. So you have like an encyclopedic knowledge, but you don't know how you got it, why you got it, or why you know it.
Or what any of it means.
Yes. Okay, so most of you will be aware of this little village called Ayvrin. It's just on the outside of Nepenthe. It's fairly small, but it's unique in it's a mining village, and it mines a very unique substance. It's a mineral that the villagers have learnt over many generations to craft into a glass-like subject. Texture, so it's used in things like lenses and mirrors and telescopes, things like that. So it's a very specialist place with a very skilled tradesman. So some of you will be aware of it. You may have seen some of these objects used, but it's a very treasured and rare mineral that only comes from this one place. And
Sorry, what's it called again?
well, it's Ayvrin glass.
Sorry, yeah, cool. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I didn't give it any special name, so it's just Ayvrin glass. So as you will approach it, it's apart from this tradition, it is fairly unremarkable. So you may have known people from there, but otherwise it's just a village on the way through to the place you know. As you approach it, the village itself is quiet and empty, and one person, one woman is cowering on the side of the road, watching the main road for people coming through, trying to attract help and attention. And she sees you as you approach.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom. Are you...
I love that we're letting the robot with no memory do the talking.
That's all he's going to say.
we all know he's going to say it, so I think we all just sit back and wait for him to
wait for it to
yes.
happen.
Just let him get out of the way, and then we'll carry on from there.
I might start calling him Pick for short because he's the perfect icebreaker.
I thought you said pig.
No.
I was like, why have you called him pig?
Sorry to disturb you, Livy. Are we reaching Ayvrin?
A baby cries in the distance.
Yes. Everything okay?
No, that's not mine.
Oh.
She's all right.
Oh, bless. If you do need to nip off, that's fine, or is it being dealt with? No, that's fine.
I won't help. That will exacerbate that.
Okay, that's fine. So she's like, yeah, Ayvrin's there, but we need help. Please, can you help us?
What can we do for you?
Some people arrived. I don't know who they are, and they've taken all the men into the mine. I don't know what they're doing, but we need help.
Okay.
And she looks kind of distraught and secretive, and she's like, I've crept out. They don't know I'm here.
Okay, what's your name?
Do an insight just to see if I believe what she's saying and she's not potentially trying to lure us into a trap.
Interesting. Like the thought, yeah. Roll insight then. Yep, she seems telling the truth. From what you can appreciate.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your name?
Yes.
You'd think I'd know that off the top of my head, but I'm just quickly looking to see if I can remember what my name is. Because I can't remember where I've saved all my names.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's easy to forget your name.
Unless your name's Tom.
Yes, easy to remember.
That is a good name. Let's say my name.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom. I'm Shoshana.
Shoshana. And you say they've taken all the men into the mine?
They came along and it was the usual shift. So we have the men who do the mining, and there are those who do the refining, and they've not come out from their shift, and there's people guarding the entrance.
What do these people look like? Are they well armed? Or do they have an oven mitt for a shield?
That's an unusual weapon I've not heard of before.
So, I've seen children wielding them.
It is a very effective weapon. I have heard that. No, there's different people.
Okay.
There were some big men, and they look scary. They look very scary. And there were some others with them. Their faces were covered, and I didn't like looking at them. There was some marking on their faces, but I don't know what it is. But they just rounded us up and made us stay in our houses. But I managed to sneak out.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't mean to speak for everyone, but we'll be more than happy to help. It is our duty.
Thank you.
But before we go, I believe, Shoshana, you can relax and just believe we will take care of this as best as we can. But before we go in as a team, I think we should maybe discuss tactics and people's strengths and weaknesses, just so we can utilize our abilities to be as efficient as possible.
Can I roll a stealth check to see if I can just slip back into the trees without any of the group noticing?
Yep.
Well, I am looking at you.
You're looking at the whole group.
You do not see her go.
Have I managed to maybe duck and roll and just step back?
Yep. I mean, maybe at this point, Shoshana just bursts into tears, and she's like, "My son's in there. My son's in there, and there's so many in the village that I know that I don't know if they're alive. I don't know what they want from them."
So just to confirm, I am still staying with you all. I'm just staying out of sight from as many people as possible.
But we don't know where you are now.
No. As far as you're concerned, I've gone, but I'm still there. I'm just in the tree line, spying and keeping an eye on everything. I like to be hidden.
That's fun.
Well, I guess talking tactics is not going to work.
You've just learnt what I'm good at.
The stealthy one appears to have disappeared.
Ironically, I can see that. But I can't see that. Thanks for that, Tom.
So I'm going to step off my my cloud nebula and just is this, have I got to try and help now?
When the time is right, and you'll know when that is. Either you'll feel it, or Ara will shout at you to let you know.
Balthor at this moment is no doubt questioning his life choices with his travelling companions.
Alethea's she's gonna put a book aside and step off Nebula and be on foot now. And Nebula's gonna follow behind any movement we take, just at ground level. And I'm arm myself with my quarterstaff and my spell book.
Shield and sword unsheathed and ready to go for Balthor.
Tom's just going to go, would this help? And just pop out a portable cannon that follows me around.
Well, I mean, that could have been handy yesterday. But yet we don't know each other very well. I'm sure we'll all learn a lot about each other over the coming days. So, yes,
Together
Tom.
you're recreating Super Mario.
That may be very handy, Tom.
Okay.
Do you want to know the specifics of my cannon, Cat?
Yeah.
12 inches long.
That's a man 12 inches, not a woman.
It can be a small or tiny eldritch cannon. So I like the idea that it's a tiny one and I can hold it in my hand rather than have to have a token where it just wobbles around everywhere.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
So like a little
But-
magnet that just sticks to your shoulder.
It's extremely convoluted.
That's what they all say. It's never that complicated, believe me. They all say it's complicated and the best I've ever seen, but it's all the same.
Well,
wow.
there's the
Good
9
Lord.
paragraphs of text
Oh, wow.
that are required for it.
Yeah. In future, I will create a little token for you if you want. I've created tokens for lots of other things.
Sorry, 1 second.
No, you're all right. I'm reading.
No,
I've got a
I'm
bit of
not
Lithia
bothering.
now.
Yeah, it's catching on.
The cannon is immune to psychic damage. That's good to know. Okay. Whether it has legs, that's odd. I mean, I'm guessing like a stand rather than just like a nice sturdy pair of thighs.
With running trainers.
Yeah,
Never skip leg day.
never skip.
Never skip on leg day. Why wouldn't you skip? Skip is a
good.
good
It's
exercise.
good exercises. Okay.
You and your gym knowledge, Scott.
I will come up with a
I-
token for the future because, especially as it says, you can direct it to walk or climb.
I'm glad
Flamethrower.
I'm talking about my mate Jim, who is a world-class skipper.
Was he a sailor as well? Skipper.
He was now. So,
That is a lot of reading.
Yeah, sorry,
No.
Harry was just wanting attention.
Don't we all?
For the purposes of basically any time I use the thing, I'll be using it as the Force Ballista. So it's specifically that I'll be doing with it. So a ranged spell attack. It's 120 foot range, 2d8 force damage, and it's pushed 5 feet away. It'll have an AC of 18 and 5 times my HP, I do believe, my level. So what level are we? 3. So it'll have 15 HP, and it'll be small, so it'll waddle alongside me.
Amazing. So it can be targeted separately.
Yeah, you can attack it and try to destroy it.
Okay.
But I can use the mending cantrip on it to restore its HP.
Cool. I will give you a token for that in the future. Let me see if I've got something.
But for now, just consider it alongside me. So wherever I move, it'll
Yeah.
be right there next to me.
Amazing. Okay. That's cool. Thank you for that. So that's in front of you is the village, and in the top right is the mine entrance. It looks slightly different on a bigger map, but what are your first actions going to be? What are you going to do?
Are we looking at the front entrance or the rear entrance?
That's the main entrance.
The one down the bottom.
Yeah, the front bottom entrance.
Balfour will shield up, the sword in hand, and he will walking in.
So you're going to walk through the village. Is everybody else going to?
Slightly some distance behind.
Cool.
I am going to follow the tree line first. My plan is to climb a fence if I hear of anything going on in the village.
Okay. Well,
So I've seen you all going in.
the village itself is unremarkable, eerily quiet. You can sometimes see appear of a face at a window, but other than that, the village is unusually quiet. The forge in the blacksmith has cooled down, and as you approach the mine itself, you approaching the mine itself,
Yeah.
or
do we have any sort
From
of
a
sigil or
distance.
marking to indicate that we are part of the Vanguard? Like, would there be any sort of like markings on our? Would we have like a token or?
yes.
A golden V stitched into
Yeah.
the...
I will come up with probably some kind of actual logo at some point. I do have the beginnings of it that I found on Google that I need to actually do something better with. I will share it in the chat. I think it's quite nifty. No.
Kelly's getting fat now, isn't she?
In the best way possible. She's looking
pregnant. She's allowed.
She's looking glowing and beautiful.
Is it nearly time?
What, eating time? What are you trying to say,
No.
Angela?
Is it nearly baby time?
Not quite.
October, wasn't it?
Not quite.
Hi, Hayes family. So in the
Oh, I love that cat.
so in the Facebook chat, I've put in the idea I have for the Vanguard logo. So it's a sword and a balance at the same time.
Yeah. Yes. Bottom of the sword, like the
Very
B
good.
for Vanguard.
I know, yeah, right. So I've been trying to
You
get.
totally meant that.
Yes. I'm glad you picked
Looks
up
like
on
a
that one.
penis sliding between two small breasts. I'm sorry, everybody mocks everything I do.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Scott.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hi. No, you're not.
Not
No,
that
you're
sorry.
not. Although, if
Right.
that's what that looks like to you, then issues. So yeah, that's
I get Liz should see a doctor.
yeah.
They shouldn't be that shape.
No.
When she's cosplaying as Madonna, maybe?
Yes. So
Yeah, that should hopefully be the last interruption on my end tonight from
it's fine.
people.
The best people and the best interruptions doing the important stuff. So yes, that is a kind of logo. I will refine it and make it better, but that is something that you will either have as a sigil, a token, somewhere in your general vibe, however you want that to be, to identify you as a member of the Vanguard.
On my shield.
Yes.
Big and bold.
Love that.
Seared into my back. The hot
Seared.
poker.
Good
With a hot
Lord,
poker thing.
no.
Fridge
Unless,
It's embedded
unless,
on me.
I mean, if you want to do that in your own time, then I'm not going to yuck your yum. But
Some cruel kid told me it was the initiation for getting into Vanguard and that I had to have it done. Wasn't my
that's
fault, they were bullied.
weird.
She thinks it looks like that, but it is actually a penis sliding between two breasts on her back.
I'm not going to put that in the canon. I will leave that up to.
Anyway,
Yes.
carry on.
So, yes, Scott, you do have identifying as Vanguard.
Cool, so as I am approaching the mine, shield in front of me visible to all.
Let me just move you on to the right map.
I will be, if I first time, as soon as I see anybody, Balthor is just going to yell, "We are members of the Vanguard. What is going on here? We demand answers."
So, just bear with me.
And
a
hi, I'm
moment.
Tom.
So,
And this is Tom.
Has to be done. I'm sorry.
no, that's fair enough. Yeah, I'm trying to do too many things at once. So where you have appeared, yep, you're down in the bottom left. So you can't actually see the mine entrance proper. I know, like I said, it wasn't quite the same on the other map. So there is a fence around it.
Mhm.
Alpha.
Yes.
I could always send Trailblazer to go have a look at what's on the other side of the fence.
Great idea. That would be very helpful.
Cool. What would you like to
So
summon?
Trailblazer's standardly an owl.
Cool. Hopefully that should.
What do the I know what the HP one is. The 10 on my character token.
That is your passive perception.
Okay, and the 17's AC.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I wasn't quite sure whether that showed for everyone. It's just, why is that not?
Well, I can see my own. I can't see
Yeah.
anybody else's.
Same.
I am trying to drag a token onto the thingy and it is not having it.
Drag it harder.
That's what she said. Right. And go. Why aren't you doing that? No, that's a snake. Not that one. Owl.
That's what she said.
And owl. I'm trying to... Owl. Go owl. Owl.
Is it
Go,
voice
go, gadget,
activated?
owl.
I don't know. It sounds like it might be a power. Just go owl power.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to... Bat! I mean, I can summon a bat, but why not an owl? Oh, fuck's sake. The one you
It can be a bat. We'll pretend
Just
it's
use a
an
bat
owl,
one.
but use a bat token.
It's an owl that's lost all of its feathers and looks weirdly like a bat.
Oh, I know why. Bear with. It's because it's lost its bloody picture. So, talk amongst yourselves for a second. Any tactics you want to do while...
Will Trailblazer be able to see what's the other side of those gates? Will you
That's
be
the
able to
plan.
tell us?
As long as
Who
there's
said
no...
I will mimic
As long as
Tom's
there's no
voice
room.
and from the bushes just go, "Hi, I'm Tom."
No, I'm Tom. Quiet, Bush.
Tom, we may come across other people in this world who are also called Tom. You can't be offended. It's a common name, potentially. Maybe.
So I'm Tom.
Okay, Craig, can you check that you can move that?
Yay!
Yes! It's because I hadn't had a picture for the token, so I was trying to drag nothing. Cool, so you now have your familiar.
Family. Yeah.
It's surely just lying straight up.
It's a really
with,
sassy looking owl.
It's giving the serious side eye. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, we go straight up, Scott. I can't communicate with it unless it goes back again. I guess you can always. So he's going to go basically have a flyover.
So you're going to fly over. Okay, I will show to you on the right layer.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to pop back out of the bushes, back to the group, but stay in the bush line so I can easily slip away again.
Cool.
Would I know? Because obviously, when you're looking through its eyes and stuff, is that what you're doing, Craig?
Yeah,
So you lose all sense of what's happening around you.
yeah.
So would you warn Balthur first, just so he can potentially know you're vulnerable, well, extra vulnerable right now?
Is it just gonna be head back,
not
eyes
this
rolled?
time. Yeah, we're going to do it that way.
Game of Thrones style warging. Just
Yeah, that's it.
I've started season 8 now.
Whoop whoop.
So lucky. Oh, so good.
Cool. So, as Trailblazer flies overhead, that's what he, she sees below. There are 3 thugs. There's 2 humans and a dwarven guy. They look. They're not wearing any standard uniform. Craig, can you give me an insight check, please?
Give it a go.
They look like mercenaries. They look like mercenaries. They are not wearing any kind of organised outfit. They're all a bit mismatched, but they look like they can handle themselves in a fight.
Can't see any weapons on them. Are they
Yeah,
armed?
yeah, they're all armed. They're not particularly alert.
2 arms.
So you see,
I was getting ready to make that joke if he told us. Tom notes that the mercenaries appear to have 2 arms.
and with a 23, you can tell they actually seem rather relaxed. This is obviously just some easy job. They're not expecting any pushback from the villagers, so they're rather chilled out. This guy is just kind of sat around this campfire. This guy is lounging
Is
up
the
against
gates-
here.
Is the gate open, or is it all closed up at the minute?
It's all closed up at the minute, but they're not really paying attention. You can gain with a 23 that they're obviously thinking this is an easy payday. They've not even paid attention to the owl flying overhead. Because it's an owl. Why would they?
Why would they? Okay, so I'll send for Trailblazer to come back and unwalk myself, so I'm back in the room with the other guys.
Back in the room.
3, 2, 1. You're back in the room.
And then basically relay what we can see on the map and what Kat's described to the rest of the team.
Okay.
How high's the gate?
6 foot. It's
Awesome.
like a fence in your back garden kind of height.
They would see Tom over the top of the gate when we get close enough.
Like I said, it's not fortified, so this is not meant to be like a
It's like a standard garden fence sort of height.
pretty much. If anything, the fence is there to hide the stuff from the general feel of the village. So this is all your mine equipment that they don't really want kind of vibing up their village, rather than some kind of fortified thing. Even though these do look like fortified barriers.
Might I suggest we take these out quietly and then head further in to find out what's going on?
Sounds
What
like
do
a
you mean,
sound
take
plan
them
to
out?
me.
Cool. Do you all would like to roll initiative for me then, please?
Take them out. Alethea, we mean render
On a
them
date or-
unconscious. we don't have to kill, but we need to render them unconscious if they choose to resist us.
Okay.
Trailblazer.
19.
Trailblazer I will put after.
Can we all
Alethea.
free action and move closer to the gate?
Yep. How are you moving closer to the gate though, with 7 foot tall Crichton over there?
I'm in the tree line. I'm going between the trees, so he shouldn't affect me.
Okay.
Tom, can you maybe walk, but squat a little bit? Just lower yourself so you're not taller than the gate.
Just waddling close. What is Tom like? What's your stealth?
Probably not very good. Let's have a look.
I mean, you did say you're not...
I'll roll stealth for it, and if I roll well, then in my mind he's Cossack dancing his way to the gate.
Okay.
No.
Oh dear.
So again, from a visual point of view, Tom isn't like full metal. He's not kind of Bender from Futurama metal.
No, he's not a complete robot. He's like an amalgamation of like metal and wood.
But he still makes a fair bit of clanging.
He's wearing heavy armor and stuff, so yeah, he will make a fair bit of noise when he tries to stealth anywhere.
Cool. Well, with a 5, the thugs definitely know you're there. But
Yeah, he heard squat down and try and be lower than the gate, and he literally just did this.
yeah,
He lowered his head about 4 inches.
amazing. Okay, so in initiative order, Hayes is first.
For my turn, I will hold my action
Until
until one of the team members get hit. In that case, I will use my action to provide help, the help action.
okay. So next it's Tom.
Okay. I assume these people have obviously heard and seen me approach and are looking in my direction.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I will get there. And I mean, I mean, hi, I'm Tom.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tom. Addressing the 3 people in the encampment kind of area.
Are you going to open the gate? I mean, it's not locked. Again, it's all very more for tidiness than it is for any kind of fortification.
No, Tom is
just
going to very much be Tom, and he's going to approach the gate, see the people, and then introduce himself to them.
just sticking your head over the gate or opening and to hello or
Just standing in front of the gate, like looking over it. He's not going to open it. He's going to leave it as it is.
anything
Hi,
else?
I'm Tom. No, that is literally all Tom is going to do.
You bunch of wild. Tis Balthur's turn next. I'm guessing as a first action, Balthur's probably going to lose his shit. Poor Balthur.
Unfortunately, Balthur at no point, nor did Scott, tell me that one of the tactics and instructions he was going to give Tom was to stop introducing himself to every single potential enemy we meet.
No, you can't do that. That's who you
And he
are.
doesn't know yet. So,
Yeah,
How do you know if they're hostile until you've introduced
they might not be
That's true.
hostile. They could be friendly.
yes. Hi,
Until
Balthur.
somebody hits him.
Hi, Balthur. It's your go now. Tom has walked up to the gate with his head over it and introduced himself to the mercenaries. And now it is your go.
Fuck's sake, Tom. I say under my breath. I mean, this is quite a tall gate for me because I'm only 4'7".
They don't know anybody else but me is there at the moment. Could be the perfect lure. Let's just wait on one side of the gate, and when they come out to fight me, just
Yes, that is exactly what Balfour will do. So he will move. Which way does the gate open? Is it like a central gate opens 2 ways, or is it just on one hinge?
Christ, I didn't make this map. So let's say it opens inwards towards the mine. It's double, so you'd have to pull it open and wedge it open on the inside.
So I am going to stand at the side of the gate. And at this bit of time, I will just hold my action, and if anybody comes out and attacks Tom, then I would like to charge in and attack them.
Okay, so
And I will also just turn to Alethea and just be like, it's maybe best you get out of sight at the moment. Try and hide somewhere.
and it is Alethea's turn next.
Taking that advice on board, I duck down behind the fence at this point, and then I'm going to send Trailblazer just overhead, and that's like circling around, but and I'm going to walk so I can see and hear what's happening.
Okay, so it's now the thugs goes, and they are going to see a fucking robot over their fence. And Warforged are very unusual. I mean, I'm not going to say, Tom, that you are the only Warforged, but you're definitely not something that most common people will ever have been aware of existed. So their first reaction is going to be like, what the actual fuck? What would you do if you were in your garden and then a robot appeared over the fence and was like, hi, I'm Tom. So you seem friendly enough. And like I said, these guys are not anticipating any kind of attacks. So they are curious and will come and see what's going on. Those two will, at the very least. How could I roll for like curiosity? Because I don't want to assume they'll all come over. Would you say that's like perception? I'm just going to roll 3d20.
What, whether the third guy would come over or not?
Yeah. So I'm just rolling 3.
Depend what their orders were. If they were told to protect the entrance, then maybe one of them would sit back.
Yeah. So I was going
Following
left to
orders.
right. So this guy at the back, number 7 here, he ain't moving. He's quite chill. He don't want to get up from his nice comfy chair. He's not that interested in the slightest. The dwarven
They wouldn't all
thug.
get up and go have a look, would they?
Huh?
They wouldn't all get up and have a
No.
look. They'd have, like, they're all jovial, you said, and not taking it
Yeah.
too strict.
The dwarven thug is kind of unnerved, but 18 down here is really kind of curious, and he's just going to walk up and just be like, what are you?
I am Tom.
What's a Tom?
Tom is unsure what Tom actually is. I just know I'm Tom.
Right. What are you
Is
doing?
this the mine?
Yeah.
A lady told us there were bad people at the mine. Are you a bad person?
Just Balfour,
Just audible groan. Just, ugh.
He is going to look round at his mates who have now plucked. They've now got more interested, and he's going to be like, no, we're not baddies at all. We're the good guys.
Are you guarding the mine? Tom is a good guard. Tom can help.
Yeah, you can help. Are you alone out there?
I believe so. Just Tom.
All right, Tom. Why don't you come in here, and you can help. You can help us good guys. Guard this mine as well. And 2 of them are going to stand either side of the door. That's their turn.
Tom is a good guard. Tom is a sentry.
Years old.
No one was attacked, Hayes, but now it is your go.
Might I go again?
Yeah.
I am going to get closer to the fence while still hiding in the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's not really much I can do because I don't want to start the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to be paying close attention to my surroundings.
Okay.
And my action will be the hide action.
Awesome. And I have seen your message as well.
I've got the next one typed up ready for you when it's about to happen.
Cool. So at this point, the thugs have opened the door and are standing on either side of it. Tom, your go.
Okay. Tom will literally walk in.
So as
There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, what do you do?
Oh, I'd say Tom to say, Tom is also an armorer. You appear to have weapons. Tom can improve them. Can I see?
Yeah, you can see. And because you have stepped into their range, can they do an opportunity attack now? Because you've not left it, but you're not engaged with them.
I mean, Tom isn't aware that he's in a fight, so if they want to take a swing at Tom when he approaches them, yeah.
They
sure.
both will. They both will. Sorry, Tom.
That's fine.
When Balthor heard Tom say, "Can I see your weapons?" Balthor's just going to turn to Lethe and say, "Tom may be a fucking genius after all."
if they'd have gone for that, I was going to attack them with their own swords.
Trailblazer heard it.
Nah, they would be too suspicious of a fucking weird thing turning up that they'd just attack it just for something to attack. So,
Roll for insight.
huh?
Persuasion. Who rolls for persuasion or insight on it?
Oh, go on then. Yeah, all right then. So, roll for persuasion with disadvantage, because these things would attack fucking anything. They are mercenaries for hire who like a fight.
Okay. So persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right. It's not going to go well because Tom has bollock all charisma. But I mean, fuck it. Who knows? I might get 2 nat 20s in a row. Let's see. So persuasion. So it's either a 7 or a 15. So it's a 7.
No. They, the one on your right swings a mace at you.
Miss.
And they have multi-attack, so he makes 2 mace attacks.
Second one hits.
For 0 damage.
Whoop, whoop. You heard it there. She said it. 0 damage.
What is... 1d6 plus 2. Bear with. Fucking roll 20.
He was doing this, wasn't it? Last time
Yeah.
we played as well.
6.
Good old swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Ow.
Huh? And the other one is going to make 2 hits as well. Woo!
So the first one hits, but it's normal damage, not crit, because you gave me adamantine armor.
And that's
Did
a
this
4.
happen before I took my turn?
10.
This happened after.
Ah, right, okay.
But Tom has now been attacked. Hang on, let's think.
No, it won't affect because it was after, so my turn would have ended with a help action.
Cool. So this is on Tom's turn. He has moved into their range and been attacked.
Could I hear him being attacked? Because I did hold my action to charge and attack if...
They'll be laughing as they do it, like a fucking weirdo. Boof. Hitting it with their... But Tom, you've been hit because you stepped into their opportunity range. Does that mean you get a reaction and your actual action?
I would assume, yeah. All I've done on my turn so far
is move.
Speak. So I've still got my action, reaction, and bonus action to use.
Yeah. And then Balthor would jump
Balthor
to you.
Wait until after I've done my turn to rush in, please. Trust me, it's within your best interests. Because upon being hit, Tom will say, "Ow, that seems rather unnecessary. Tom was just trying to help. I thought you were nice people." And then cast Thunderwave.
Cool. What does that do?
So they need to make a DC 14 con save.
So
one takes 12 thunder damage, the other takes 6.
okay, nice. Now they don't seem to be laughing so much. It's like, what the fuck are you?
And then I believe my cannon gets to make an attack.
Mm-hmm. Let me just
So
roll
that's
that in so I
a-
don't forget that.
D20 plus my spell attack bonus. Okay. So that'll be an 8, so that won't hit anybody. Well, like the little cannon go and not hit anything, but it tried, bless it.
Oh, does it have a? Is it going to have a cute name for your cannon?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can.
Let's
I
think
don't
of
need it now. Don't you?
I'll think of one. I'll think of one,
Amazing! I can't wait.
and it won't be Steve. I promise.
My mind went straight to Pedro, but you may not have seen that film to get that joke.
No,
Varsity Blues.
no, I've not seen that.
Teacher asked the guy for nicknames for penises for some reason I can remember it, and the last one he says is Pedro, and because it's a handheld cannon, couldn't call it the purple-headed yogurt slinger.
No.
That would have been hilarious if we'd seen the film, but we hadn't. But it would have been funny. So.
But after that, then, so hearing the attacks, I'll wait for Graham to finish it.
I'm just making sure I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action. I don't believe that I do, because I don't have healing word. I just have cure wounds. Yep, no, that's me done.
Amazing. Balthor. It's your go anyway.
Oh, but this is my held action from my previous turn.
Yes.
So you get 2 goes.
Yes. I'm going to run up to the dwarf. Would I recognise him from... Well, no, they said dwarves don't come from the same area, so no, I wouldn't think that. So as my held action, I'm just going to charge in and just swing my attack one-handed longsword attack.
Mm-hmm.
With a 10 for 3 for flanking.
No, he narrowly misses out of the way.
Cool, so that's my held action done.
And it's your
Is
go.
it now my turn?
Yes,
Okie
in
dokie.
initiative anyway. Now, Angela, you
So-
held your action.
Yes, but nothing happened on that turn.
Right.
And then it came back around to me again, so I've not held an action this time.
Okay, I see. That's fine. Yes, Balthor, your actual turn now.
So I will just to Tom say, Tom, are you okay?
Tom is okay. Tom is a little less trusting of these people now. Tom is no longer okay. Ow.
So I swing with my longsword again. Fucking hate this game.
Yeah. You concentrate so hard on trying to hit the guy that with your backswing you catch Tom because you're standing so close.
Unfortunately, it's 6 slashing damage.
Lovely.
Then with my bonus action, I would like to try and push him 5 feet away using my shield.
Yes.
So, contest of strength, I believe it is.
I did the reading up on this and then immediately forgot it.
Yeah, he doesn't move.
No, it's... your
then-
legs are powering up. No, not even rock solid. He is
And then-
absolutely rock solid at this point.
Just turn to Tom and say, sorry, I used to be much better at this.
It's okay. Tom forgives.
Anything
And that
else?
ends the greatest turn in D&D history.
Respect. Alithia.
Held action. Run in. Miss. Actual action. Stab my friend.
And then fan him with the shield.
Bonus action. Wipe my shield on the bad guy.
Alithia.
Yeah, you see that as well, don't you, Olivia?
Yeah, so my action last time was to see through Trailblazer, so Trailblazer saw all of that.
Do we just
So
hear
I
Olivia going?
No, actually, she's going to have seen that and is a bit panicked by it all. She
And run away and read a book.
She is not going any closer at all and is going to look through Trailblazer again.
The dice may
that's my
hate
turn.
you, but we love you, Balthor.
Tom's not going to like me when I roll another nat one.
So, Alithia, are you doing anything this turn?
I'm watching through Trailblazer.
Wonderful. Next is Trailblazer.
He's just circling.
Just circling.
Tom and Balthor are having a little chat in the middle of combat.
My find familiar is a bit. Is that the one that has they can add the help action for? Is it flyby with the owl?
Yes.
There is a flyby of the owl.
Do that, then we get advantage when we attack.
Yeah, but because I'm looking through it, she gets all the senses of it, and she doesn't want to get the owl that close to it because that would be her doing it.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure that I was remembering that right and that you knew that you could do that if you want.
Yes, I could.
You could be useful,
You
but
could
you
help.
chose not to.
You're not going to, but you could.
Popular, you're gonna be popular. Okay, it's the thug's turn next, and they are just going to. Well, this guy's going to join the fight as well.
Beat us up.
Yeah. So he's got. It's just a big melange. There's just a big punch up in the gates. It's just like arms and metal and shit everywhere. So I'm going to. There's just numbers and tokens everywhere. I'm zooming in a little bit. Oh, no, didn't want to make that. Okay, so we have the thug who was pushed by Balthor is going to have a swing at Balthor.
Cool.
Now, I gave him pack tactics so that if they're all together, they can have advantage because they're a mercenary fighting team. Or is that too much? Okay, let me just... So let's do this at advantage then. So they each get a multi-attack. So the thug facing Balthor. 17.
Balthor deflects his mace attack with his shield as he raises it and uses it more efficiently this time.
Amazing. So neither of those hit.
No.
Okay, the thug to the right of Tom.
But doesn't he get multi-attack, you say?
Yes, I did two.
But he has advantage.
Advantage.
on
Oh,
attack.
so I need to do another two. Shit.
Yes.
No, that's shit.
Deflects this one even easier.
Amazing.
Could have beat me.
The thug to the right is going to first attack.
With advantage.
Was that? Did I? 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the 21 is the advantage on that because I did the 6 and the 21.
Oh, right, yeah. I am going to use my reaction to cast shield, so that will be...
Nice.
I now have an AC of 22.
Fantastic. And that's the first attack with advantage. Shit, why did I do this to myself? Second attack.
No.
Nada. And the thug in front. Oh, look, it's the same thing. 1, 2.
Nada. The 24 will hit for regular damage.
For regular damage.
If he's hitting me.
Yes. And that was 2d6 plus 2. 4. Worth it. Okay. That's all they are going to do. Next is Hayes.
Yo, I am going to run out to here, make a short bow attack at this one,
Mm-hmm.
and then carry on running. Let's have a look.
Bye-bye.
Pretty much.
That hits.
Is it? I'm gonna say is it +3 because of them being there as well.
Yep, that hits.
So 15 damage.
Lovely. He's looking quite sickly now.
And then I'm going to carry on running across. So I'm back behind the gate again. And then I'm going to look round to Alithia and just be like, hey, come on, snap out. You need it back this way now. And like literally click in her face.
Okay, I'll try.
You wouldn't see or hear it though, Craig, because your focus is going through the familiar.
Yeah, it's true. Trailblazers.
Yeah, I'm just clicking in your face, going, hey, come on. That is it.
That's your turn.
That is all I can do.
Beautiful. Tom.
I can bonus action hide.
Okay, that's cool.
I need to, but
Angela, what subclass are you?
I am a changeling.
No, subclass, like
Mastermind, I think.
swashbuckler or...
Mastermind, yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, mastermind rogue.
I am torn between what I should actually do.
Do whatever Tom would do. Jinx.
WWTD.
I think all I can do at this precise moment in time, realistically, is try and hit somebody. So I will make a two-handed quarterstaff attack at the guy on my right.
Cool.
Does a 16 hit that guy?
Yes.
Okay, so I hit him for a whole 3 points of damage. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Minimum damage. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Going well. I didn't think this one would take so long. Right.
And then I'm going to attempt to get my cannon to shoot him as well.
Cool. Blast away. That would hit.
So that is a 22.
That
for
definitely hits.
2d8. For 3!
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
For fuck's sake.
High rollers tonight.
Well, that was good. How does it look?
He just gets
Pathetic.
blasted 5 feet away from me and drops dead on the ground.
So I will move his dead ass over there.
Brilliant.
And how does Tom react to just...
Goodbye, I am Tom.
Bye, you're not Tom.
Nice. Anything else?
Oh, no. Die, I am Tom.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tom. Bye, I'm Tom. Die,
No,
I'm Tom.
Yeah. No, that is it. There is not really much else I can do.
Why? I'm Tom.
Why? I'm Tom.
Balther, you're next.
Question, how is Tom looking? Is he looking injured or
Is he leaking?
is he looking like he's...
He's looking about 1/3 okay. He's not looking well. He's definitely looked a lot better.
So first things Balthor do is just say to Tom, Tom, do you think you need to fall back?
Tom's going to look, be vaguely confused for a second, then remember what that means and go, probably.
Okay. So first action is to attack the one that I missed horribly last time.
Yay!
How do you redeem yourself? What does that look like, Balther?
Seeing my comrade injured somewhat, my eyes focus. You see a steely determination come over Balthor, and this time he strikes with full vengeance
Love it.
and does 10 slashing. And then, as my bonus action, if Tom will allow it, I will use my shield and put it in front of him and try and just ease him back so he gets 5 feet free movement without getting an opportunity attack.
If Cat rules that is okay, Tom will not resist the pushback.
Cool.
So I will push you back 5 feet.
Awesome.
Then, with my movement, I'm going to step across 5 feet just because I believe the dwarf will still attack me after I've just hit it, and it stops the other one getting to Tom. And then, just before I end my turn, I will shout, Alethea! It is time! And then I will end my turn.
Lovely.
An owl above us goes, ooh.
Ooh, me? Speaking of Alethea, now it's your turn. Alethea's still walking out.
I jinxed him, don't forget, so...
Oh, children. Children! You're unjinxed, or whatever the...
You've got to say his name.
Craig.
3 times.
Craig. Craig.
Okay.
It's a long
so,
while since I remember the jinx rules.
I am unwarged. So obviously suddenly see what's character's name? I see Angela. That's not Angela.
Hayes.
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 Sorry.
Like, when did you get here?
Been clicking for a good 6 seconds now.
Obviously, Trailblazer heard Alpha yelling, so she's going to turn the corner, and then on the central character, I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, intelligence save. Yeah, he's not that bright.
So the image he sees is Alpha growing twice his size and looking a bit more demon-like.
So twice Balthor's size, or twice the size of the thug?
Alpha's, because it's a 10-foot height it can have. Alpha's only...
So it's now going to be
Well,
9
it's
foot,
nice.
9'2" now.
A 9'2"
Yeah.
dwarf.
Oh no, 12 foot. Sorry, yet.
Yeah. So is that one
Double
psychic
down.
damage as well?
That's one psychic damage
Wicked.
as well, because it looks like he's attacking him.
Cool. So does that have any other effect? Is he frightened or?
Phantasmal Force is the one that I used to use quite a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
You fully believe it's there. You can make a check to see if it's real or not, but until then, you fully believe that that is exactly what you see.
And everything
I
that
once made-
happens is... They believe that what happens is happening for a reason.
I once made a
It's-
giant snowman feel like he was being surrounded by fire.
That's right.
Because why not?
I do remember. Okay, so but it doesn't have that he's fearful or anything else. He's just believing the illusion that you've done. Okay, that's fine. So he believes that now. Anything else for you to do?
And then Trailblazer's going
Yep.
to go in and move goal. Where's Trailblazer gone? Do a flyby on the dwarven one, just to provide a assistance.
Cool. So
on the
does
next
that
attack on that one?
does that give advantage to whoever attacks that one next? Is that how that works, or
Yeah.
does it have to apply on the player?
think the way it
would
works is
rule
it's
it,
just
yeah.
it's distracting the thing that it's flying by because it's like now
Okay, that's cool.
distracted by an owl. So
I-
whoever attacks it, I think until the owl's next turn.
Cool. I didn't
gets
know if it was
advantage.
like you gave the action to Balthor to use next, or is it just applying on the target?
I think it
Applies on the
applies
target,
until the
I
owl
think.
stops flying around him.
No, that's cool. I like that. So it is the Thurg's turn next. So this guy who believes that Balthor is massive is going to look slightly unnerved. But it's only in his mind. So Balthor, you don't know it's been cast? Or you don't see it? Okay. I think this guy is going to he's going to try and step away from Balthor. So if you want to get an attack of opportunity,
Yes, please.
that matches. So you'll hit.
So another 5 slashing. I mean, I'm rolling 2s for my damage as well. The D8.
Okay, so he has moved away and he's going to continue to move towards the mine entrance now. This guy here is going to take another swing at Balthor. So his mate's moved away, so it's 2 hits
2 hits.
for slightly better damage. And that guy's dead, so that's all of them. Back to the top of the round with Hayes.
So I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 over to here
Yep,
and then take a shot at this guy.
lovely.
I don't get sneak on this one, do I?
No, you don't have advantage.
Hidden before.
But
Nope. See me coming in, so
Could use
Just
your bonus
normal
action to hide and then
Use
attack.
your action
There
to
are some
hide, and he's
barrels.
ran away, so he's not looking at you.
yeah, and he's too
He'd be
busy
scared
looking
of
at.
me.
Yeah, I'll give that.
okay. Sweet. So then I get sneak attack and advantage.
Yep.
I like that. Sneak attack, advantage, and pow. I didn't need it. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, that does.
17 damage. That's this one here.
Yep, that's fine. He trips and stumbles as the arrow embeds itself in his shoulder. And he is not looking good. Tom.
Okie dokie. Tom is going to. Tom is going to attempt to shoot at him with his light crossbow. The one that's running away.
Mm-hmm.
That won't hit.
Nope.
Damn it. I'm going to use my inspiration and shoot at him again.
Yep. Nope.
That's even worse. God damn it. Okay, cannon time.
Cannon time.
Stop. Cannon time. 14, because it's +6.
That will hit.
Awesome. 2d8. That's more like it.
That's just what you needed. So,
Awesome.
how do you do it?
So again, just the cannon just force ballistas him and just knocks him 5 feet away, flat dead on the floor. And again, he'll follow it up with "Die, I'm Tom."
Amazing.
He's going to have so many catchphrases by the end of this campaign.
Bring it on. Love it. Anything else? Any bonus actions?
That's
I think
it
that's
for
it.
Tom.
Balthor.
No, I don't think I actually have any bonus actions.
I will swing with Stonecutter at this dwarf. Oh, I have advantage.
If you have advantage.
Yes!
Wonderful. He's got into. You're all warmed up now. Got into the swing of things.
We certainly have.
How does he do it?
It's just going to be like methodical, as if he's done this 100 times before. He just sees a weakness in the armor, and he just slices into whether he can see. So probably aim for the armpit area where he knows they wouldn't be very well protected.
Nice. Grim. Love it. Cool. So you have killed all the thugs on the outside of the mine. What would you like to do
What
now?
have you guys done? What have you been killing these people?
They attacked us first. You
It
saw
hit
that.
Tom.
Well, we can't just murder these people. What about their families?
We can murder those too if they give us any problems.
What about this guy
What?
up here?
That's an owl. That's Trailblazer.
Oh, sorry.
No,
So it is.
Hay
Owl.
shoots down. Hay shoots
I've
down
got
the
it
owl.
zoomed out and it looks like a hooded person.
sometimes we have to use our strength to defend others, and unfortunately that means taking lives occasionally, but we do it for the greater good. What if we let them go and they attacked your family?
We could arrest them, couldn't we? Take them back.
I didn't think they were going to give up without fighting to the death.
Poor families.
Okay.
They maybe didn't have children, it's okay.
Poor
I think they
Alithia.
was all still virgins.
Yeah, just don't think about it.
No. Things are going to go bad for you, Alithia, unless you get past that. So, what would you like to do now?
I would like to drink the health potion that, that I got from the last session, please.
Cool.
Was the house rule if you drink a potion outside of battle, it's full healing?
Yep.
I remember. Yeah, I thought I remembered there vaguely being one, so that's 10. 2d4 plus 2, right? Yeah.
And by
That
full
looks
healing,
like
I
a
mean
really-
the full for that potion. It doesn't take you up to full health.
If it's 2d4 plus 2, so I get
Yeah.
the full 10
Yeah.
from it.
That looked like a tasty beverage, Tom. I think I may join you. And I will chug down on mine as well.
Tom has no taste buds. Tom cannot tell you what flavour that is. It's red, so Tom assumes blood.
Alethea, have a look to see if there's like a map of the inside of the mine around.
Yep, you can have a poke around. Let me just sort out something. Sorry, I am trying to...
Yeah, let's. Can I loot the bodies and see if they have anything useful on them?
Loot, loot, loot.
You do that while I'm not there, so I can't see you desecrating.
Yeah, you can't see me pilfering through people's pockets. Basically, I'm checking them for like if they've got any potions. Like I'm not looking for any money. Just did they happen to have any health potions on them? Anything useful that, or if there's anything littering around camp in terms of supplies that could be any use to us as an adventuring group.
So this thug over here is just going to approach you and say, I can help you if you want.
Where's he come from?
Hi, I'm Tom. Help us with what?
Working with...
I can show you the way.
Can you show us where all the cool stuff is hidden out here?
Hang on.
As he says that, I would like to roll insight just to see if I believe he actually wants to help us or whether or not he is potentially trying to deceive us.
Okay.
Does Alithia notice a passing resemblance between that one and the dead one in front of me, and like starts to weep?
I didn't get to do what I was going to do, which if she would have seen what I was going to do, then she would have been very much.
It's gonna take some tears.
Look, guys, are you going to follow me into this cave or not?
1 second, and I will just look at Alethea and see her. I will bend down next to each of these ones we've already taken care of, and make it look like I'm closing their eyes. But as I'm just going to run the blade, the edge of my sword, just over their throats, just to actually make sure they are dead.
Grim.
Because Balfour will double tap.
Tom, see you do it to the first one, and then without any tact whatsoever, stamp on the head of the one next to him. He's just seeing you making sure that it's like, oh, that must be what we need to do then. And you just put a foot through it.
Alethea is getting very
Tom is very
teary-eyed.
easily influenced.
So what are you going to do?
I will head in. Well, this guy here. So, do I believe him with a 17 that he's telling the truth?
Do you believe what you're being told is the truth?
In Hayes's voice, he turns around and says, "Are you going to follow me into this maze or not?" And then coughs and goes back to his manly mercenary voice. This way.
Let's go.
Oh, I get it now.
I get it, but I don't know if Balfour gets it.
I don't know that Tom would trust that that isn't a bandit, and the last one that looked like that tried to cave his skull in with a mace.
Hence why I wanted Cat to speak first, just to see if he'd automatically attack it.
I kind of think I would. Or at least take aim, and unless it goes, no, don't, it's me. It's like...
With a 17 on the inside, would I know it was?
Hi, me. I'm Tom.
No.
I think Balthur with a 17, excuse me, would recognise Hayes's voice. So you wouldn't.
Because I think you imitate voices as well, don't you, Angela?
Yeah, but with my own voice is what I said. Are you following me into the maze?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then coughed and went back to his voice.
So then, yeah, Balfour would just put his hand onto your crossbow if that's what you're aiming, and just try and lower it down.
Fully the cannon.
Oh, cannon. Balfour will put his hand on your cannon and say, "Down, boy."
I will tell you all it's me. Whether you believe me or not, it's fine, but I'll tell you all it's me.
Is this one a good one?
Yes, this is Arthur and Hayes, but Hayes looks different now.
Hi, Hayes. I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom. Follow me. I just want to...
I
want to go straight in.
Should we pretend to be captives that you've caught us sneaking around?
They're not going to believe that one little me captured all of you guys. I'll take the little one.
The other two are out. The other two are outside, still guarding the gates, and you've brought these in. More workers, maybe.
Tom, you come with me. You're loud and clunky. You guys try and stay a few paces behind, keep in the shadows.
Tom can pretend to be a mining machine.
I just picture Tom changing shape and me pushing him in like a little wheelbarrow.
I said to Craig that is the Transformer.
Sadly not in his repertoire. Tom literally just means he's going to pick up a stray pickaxe from the floor. And, like, he's been hired just to mine.
Yeah. So, just play your innocence. We'll go straight in.
So is that okay with you, Kat? If I just grab a stray pickaxe that I assume would be lying around a bunch of mining equipment?
Yep, that's fine.
So pickaxe now.
I'll stand back.
Okay, so are you all heading in?
Yeah, but I think there's going to be at least 20, 30 foot between us
Yeah.
and...
Okay, well, I'll put you all on the same map and move you across. And then, as you can see what you are entering into, you can decide how you want to do it.
Oh,
And also what
I
order you want to do things in.
I fully intend on, if we see somebody just saying we've got the new recruit, dipshit here, no, don't think he's got a brain cell in that little metal skull of his, just wants to come and help us work. He's a machine. Thought it'd be useful.
Okay, well, at the moment, you can't see anything ahead of you. It's a dark mine. It's lit by torches. You've been told that there are people in here, things in here, but you don't know as yet. So that's the story you're going to come up with, is it?
That's a story I plan to come up with if we bump into somebody in that way.
That's fine. So if you want to
But
put
I
yourself...
quite like the idea of us all getting into a car and just pushing it and seeing where it takes us. Sword hanging out of each side. Whee!
I mean, whatever you want to do. How do you want to do it?
If they're walking in, Balthor was going to be like slowly walking behind, pressing himself against any crevices in the wall. When he gets to the mine, he's going to duck down. He's just going to be constantly finding a place to hide, even if he's not doing it very well.
Okay, so if you want to get yourself in whatever order you want to.
Well, you two are ahead of us, so...
Yeah.
Yep, so we'll go there. Because you're behind.
And
I'm not clever enough to watch for traps. Although, to be fair, my parents were adventurers, so I'd probably be used to expecting traps.
okay, so how are you going to be entering this mine? Are you looking for things? Are you being stealthy? Are you going to rush in? What's your tactics?
Mine is just to walk in casually, but keeping an eye out for visible traps.
Okay.
And I'll be walking along the actual rail path itself.
Okay. Can you give me a perception as you move closer?
I can. Maybe.
Do you want one from me as well? Because I'm following closely behind.
Yep.
Dookie.
Okay.
Ooh, Tom's overly perceptive.
Very appropriate. So where are you starting to look from?
It'll be straight ahead and then glancing side to side, just at the...
So are you moving up to the top of the...
Yeah.
Oh, moving as far down as we can.
Okay. Well,
For anything.
before you get to that, you notice, hanging above your head, there is a swarm of bats who are kind of clustered together at the top of the entrance. It's a cave entrance, so it is quite high of the main cave itself, but it's still an artificial carving, so it's not super high like a cave. I would say maybe it's 9 foot. So these bats
Can I light a torch?
There are torches all the way down.
I would like to take a torch off the wall and have one in my hand, please.
You can take a torch. It's
And then
not...
I would just...
Sorry.
I would just carry on, but holding the torch slightly above me a bit and just carry on walking as if the bats weren't there.
Okay, the mine is adequately lit, again, because it is a semi-working mine, and this is kind of like a entry point to it, so it's not pitch dark, but that's fine.
It's more for the
show.
flame. For the flame if the bats come down.
Okay, that's fine. Are you being stealthy, or are you just...
Just walking.
Just walking, okay. Let me just... I want to see if the bats notice you.
I mean, they definitely will when I introduce myself to them.
I always forget about that.
As of yet, nobody has told me to stop doing it. So.
And nobody will, just like nobody taught Greg how to barter. Nobody's gonna.
No.
And nobody's told Scratches that he has to act at any point in combat for the first 2
Yep.
turns before we realise that's why he's done nothing.
How do I roll perception on an NPC? Is it wisdom for perception?
It's a wisdom-based skill check, so that's what I would say, yeah. Unless they have any sort of bonuses to perception.
10. To be honest, that is the same. Well, it's slightly less than their passive perception. So they noticed you walking by, but this is a fairly active mine, so they're not startled by it. So you haven't risen.
They're about as bothered by them as I am by them.
Yeah, you haven't rung the bat alarm on these ones. So let's roll in initiative order, just so we can kind of give you all... Oh, damn it, didn't mean to do that. So, Balthor with a 21. Look at you go. Getting those high rolls. 18.16.
This is like the greatest day in my D&D life.
But then you rolled a 14, so do I take the 14?
No, because I have advantage on initiative rolls because of my weapon of warning.
20. Oh, Alicia is gone.
I think she went to get a book.
Get a book.
We know he hasn't gone for a bathroom break because he would have left his headset on.
That is true. I will...
While he's not here, I'm just going to go get a drink.
That's
so
a good idea. If
I'll-
anyone else wants a quick comfort break.
Turn the cat, wouldn't he? Son of a bitch.
Bonjour now. Ooh, initiative.
Yes, please. Could you roll initiative for me? Okay. Lovely. So
Nice
it's Balthor's turn. Who has gone?
Where's he gone?
So how are you at the back of the initiative? Are you staying at the back there, or are you moving on up? Moving on up.
I will definitely be following Balfour's lead.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's staying some 30 foot behind everyone else, I'll probably be another 10 foot behind him.
Cool.
Now might be a good time to mention I don't have dark vision.
That's fun. Well, I honestly don't know when you nipped off. I did say this is an active mine still, so it's not pitch black. There are torches. This is more like a sorting area where the mines, the carts are sent through with tools and crates, and then the other product is set back out. So it's not pitch black. It is lit.
No.
But maybe it's kind of
I can
dim.
see like further at the back there, it looks a bit dimmer, so I'd
Yeah.
probably pinch a torch or something
Yeah.
at that point. But
Hayes has grabbed a
and
torch.
Trailblazer's going to be perched on my shoulder. Presumably, there may be bits that are a bit higher, like a taller ceiling.
It's
in the mines.
artificially dug, so it's not cavernous. I would say it's probably about 9-10 foot in the middle, but it's still 8 or 9 foot in general.
Yeah.
I did have some cave noises, but my noises don't seem to be working. Cave noises.
Echo, echo, echo.
You know it's bad when you can't tell if that's the cave noises or the sound of your PC whirring.
I can hear the cave noises.
Yeah, there is a bit of that. It's quite subtle. I didn't want to deafen you all. Okay, so I'll hold Balthor's turn, and I think Tom's gone to...
Oh, he's back.
Balthor's turn.
I'm stealthily following them.
Okay.
How stealthy?
Very okay stealthily
Yeah,
for
that's okay.
disadvantage.
I'd say fairly normally. That's fine. So do you want to move yourself up to where you are and...
Um,
Are you overtaking
just-
Tom and Hayes, or are you still sticking behind them?
no, Tom Hayes' plan seems sound with Valthor, so he's going to let them go ahead, and he's just going to always stay, hopefully, within charging distance to help if they need it.
Okie dokie. It's Tom's go next. But Graham looks preoccupied. So, Hayes, do you want to take your go and then we'll come back to Tom?
Yeah, my go would be to just walk further around this corner. I want to be able to see fully in this area, like see as much as I can in this area.
Okay.
Does it appear to be anybody in there at all?
Yes. So, as you're there, let me show you what you can see. Graham, I've just skipped Tom's turn while you were preoccupied. I'll
Carry
come
on
back to
with-
you after
That's
Angela.
fine. That's fine.
So Angela is just having a look round. So directly in front of you is a cultist. And how far did I say all this was? It's fairly small, so you'll see everything that's in here. No, not that. I didn't want the ruler for that one. That's better.
Ooh, hello.
Hello there.
3 cultists and 4 bats. 4 cultists and 5 bats.
So,
And swarms of bats.
yes, and the bats are distracting the cultists where they are next to them. So these bats are a bit pissy. So they are not necessarily attacking, but they are distracting. And apart from the red dude in the middle, they are all just, from what you can see, they all look the same. They are hooded figures in some kind of... Well, can you roll me a perception? If you're interested, that is.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't want to make any assumptions. Getting carried away with my descriptions.
21.
21. Okay, you can see these are... They're all dressed in the same kind of garb. They've all got goldish masks with inscriptions and stuff on them. And the red dot cultist is the only one who seems to be looking around. He is actively looking through crates and rummaging through things. So I'm going to see if he notices you. You are still disguised. So I will take that into account. Yep, he does see you. He looks up, kind of confused, and you can see his demeanour change as he spots you.
Does he say anything?
He doesn't say anything, but he moves towards you. Is there anything you would like to do?
I want to move one step closer. I want to kind of prompt him to speak first.
Okay. I'm going to leave it there at the moment. Go to Tom, see what Tom would like to do.
Well, as far as Tom understood, the plan moving into here was for me to be following this guard, as far as Tom's concerned, but friendly guard, and pretend to be like somebody that's been hired to be mining equipment. So Tom's just gonna follow along. But Tom, being Tom, is probably going to introduce himself to the cultist.
That actually works. That actually works for what I
Got to be true to Tom.
slightly amended.
I've got to be true to Tom. He's literally going to walk into the room and go, "Hi, I'm Tom."
The
Tom.
the red cultist is going. I'm calling them by the colours of the dots on them, not because what they are wearing. So the red cultist is definitely going to acknowledge the fact that you have introduced yourself, and there is what he thought was one of the thugs standing with them. The others are still preoccupied by these fucking bats that are driving them insane. Tom, is there anything else you would like to do, or are you literally just introducing yourself?
I would like to use my magical tinkering ability to, having heard the bats like chittering away, enchant just a pebble that I am sure I can find like a small,
a million.
tiny little, millions of stones littered about.
Yep.
Just to enchant a pebble that emits a sound that sounds just like the bats chittering.
Love that. Love that. Are you doing anything with it, or is that your action to do?
For now, I'm going to sort of keep it enchanted, but have it not play the sound.
Okay.
In the idea that I could maybe lob it somewhere to distract somebody later.
Love that idea.
I like it.
I know. So, anything with your cannon?
I really don't think I should immediately open fire, because at the moment Tom doesn't know these people are hostile. So until he's attacked, he doesn't perceive anybody to be a threat at the moment. So, no, that is all I'm going to do for this precise moment.
Bless his little tin heart. So, Hayes, we had your go before, but your only action was just to move up and stuff. Is there anything else you wanted to do? Because you didn't take an action, you just moved.
Just seeing that he's searching for something, I'm just going to offer him. Tom, say, look, this guy's half machine. Figured he could be of use. He's got some form of scanny thing in his eye. Might be of service to you. And then I will step back so that Tom is now in front.
Okay. So
I'm not sacrificing you, honest.
So
that is my turn.
So the cultists in that case will beckon Tom over to look. Next would be the bats. But the bats are just going to continue being bats. Alithia, your go now.
I am going to follow Balfour with all my stealthy goodness.
Yep, that's fair enough. That's nice and average. The only cultist who's paying attention is kind of preoccupied with this weird metal thing that's turned up, so he's not looking down the corridor. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, I'm assuming we can kind of make out that Hayes and Tom have sort of made contact, but we can't really see any more detail than that. So sticking to the plan.
You'll be able to hear what they're saying because it's quite echoey and open, so you'll be able to hear everything that's gone on. Cool.
Which is, hi, I'm Tom.
Yes. And the grumbling of Balthor, just like, fuck's sake.
No, Balthor's quite happy with his plan at the minute. He's just sat there anticipating what's going to happen, but no, he's not complaining at the minute. This is a plan that we are going through with, which is nice.
Awesome.
I want to say we weren't close enough to confer any changes. So.
Trailblazer?
Is just sticking on my shoulder.
Lovely. The cultist is fairly appeased by the metal help. Maybe he was getting behind on his duties. Who knows? He doesn't say a word. He just glowers. Let's go through to Balthor.
So Balthor will move and slide his back while dipping down against this cart and try to slide past it, and again over the top stealthiness, trying his best, will move to this little indentation in the wall and press his back up against it, and doing his best, like Johnny English, sort of stealthing, moving around.
Can you give me a stealth?
I can, and it will be terrible. Oh, 15.
Above average. So you're accomplishing everything that you want to accomplish. Anything else that you would like to do?
Just ready an action to run in if any of my comrades get attacked. So if anyone gets attacked, I just want to run in and hit them if I can. If not, just run as far as I can towards them.
Okie dokie. Tom?
Okie dokie. So as far as Tom's aware, he's now been tasked with trying to find something in this thing of crates. So Tom is going to look at Red Cultist and just say, can Tom ask what it is that Tom is looking for?
And the cultist is going to look at the crates. I'm going to say that a couple of them he's securing them. So he's just going to demonstrate that kind of putting the lids on them and nailing them in place, because they are full of this processed crystal that they are getting ready to ship out.
Okay. So Tom now understands internally that he's not looking for anything. He wants me to help him nail some boxes shut.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to do my very best to do that. Obviously, I mean, I've got tools and stuff, so I would be able to secure some lids. I assume whilst looking, I can see these crates that I am securing for him are just full of bits of glass.
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, it's just like a light blue glass. However, as you're now doing the cultist's work, he can concentrate on everything else that's going on, because he's not distracted now by doing his job.
Well, I would like to ready an action in that if anybody is discovered or if he seems to be approaching my friend in any way that seems threatening or menacing, I will take one of the unsecured boxes and ram it straight down on his head.
Okay, that's good.
Assuming somehow that shoving a box full of glass on somebody's head is going to be extremely dangerous.
It is, and I've got no idea what we'll roll for that, but that's future me's problem to ask you about or when that happens, because it's going to happen, I can imagine.
That's what I'm going to ready.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Imagine there's no cannon time yet.
No, I mean, if I can also ready the cannon's turn, because it can fire independently, if at any point I do ram a box full of glass on this cultist's head, the cannon will take aim at the nearest other cultist and just fire at him. Okay.
Operation Shit's Gonna Kick Off will then
Operation
kick off.
If anything seems to go like it's going badly, Tom will just go, rah, smash, bang.
So are you waiting for the cultist to noticeably notice something, or their action to move to intercept?
Waiting for them to seem as though they are, noticing. Basically, if Balthur or Alithia fuck up any of their stealth rolls whilst they're trying to get in, and they go, oh, fucking intruders, just smash, bang.
Lovely. Hayes?
I would like to turn it out. Now, for those of you who want to stay hidden, by all means ignore me and stay hidden. But I would like to turn around and say, right, come on you, moving on, look at the cultist there and say, you've got your help, now I need to go and deliver the rest. And I want to try and carry on walking past, but have somebody else maybe coming up. So, see if we can get a bit further into the cave.
Okay, so who were you talking at, or were you just randomly shouting down the corridor?
I am just turning around and shouting it to the back to see if any of them want to come out of hiding and follow through. Like they are there to help.
So you've now alerted the cultists that there are other people behind you?
At least one, yes.
At least one, that's fine.
As soon as I hear that, I may regret this, but I'm going to quickly put my shield, sword, and my hand axes all into the bag of holding so they wouldn't be on show. And I will then start limping out of the hiding area and say, I'm trying to keep up. You know, I can't keep up with you with my bad leg.
Move it. I have other use for you.
So what have you put in the bag of holding? Your sword, your shield...
And my two hand axes.
And your two hand axes. I'm going to say that when the need arises, it's going to take you an action to remove one of those from the bag of holding. What does your bag of holding look like? Is
just a regular like hempen sack?
Cool. I'm not going to say that like it's not branded bag of holding.
Yeah. But I don't keep it on show, so it's like tucked away, like if my cloak or just my general clothing, I have it tucked away so it's not
Cool.
coin-sized pouch.
Obviously, I'll show any sort of bag. I hide my sack.
You hide your sack. I'm not going to make you roll a stealth to rummage in your sack. You can just use your action to draw something from your sack. Okay, like that. So you're going to be limping. Can you do a performance for me? Or deception? Performance or deception? Your choice. Whatever you're best at. Well, that's great. That's great.
Does the help action do anything with that?
Can you chuck it in the chat for me?
Oh, I don't know what the help action does. It just says I can do it as a...
Help action is basically what the owl does
Oh, yes, cool.
to give advantage. It gives the help action, but then it uses its ability of flyby to not provoke opportunity attacks. The flyby doesn't give advantage, that just stops the owl getting opportunity attacked.
Right. I know
So
you
help action would give advantage.
So do you say help action does give advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you did put it in the chat, but that seemed to be a while ago. Go on then, I'll give you advantage on it. I'm feeling benevolent. That really made a difference. Wicked!
Luckily, it's dark and dim light.
The link sells it.
I mean, it's really not convincing. With a 3 and then a 7, you forget what leg you're meant to be limping on for a start.
With a 7, I wouldn't forget. I'm just doing it badly, surely.
You start not being sure what you're limping on, and then you do kind of just limp along. There's no flair to it. There's no dramatic stuff. Can you roll a stealth for going underneath the bats as well?
Oh, I'm not being stealthy now.
Yeah, but I just want to see kind of, are you being normal stealthy? As in walking normally, or are you going to piss these bats off?
I'm walking, shouting, I can't keep up with you. You know I can't with my bad leg. So I'm not being stealthy in any way, shape, or form.
More to see if the bats are going to bother you, or
yeah, they're used to kind of shouting and stuff. 5. No, I'm not going. If you'd critical failed, then the bats would have attacked you as well as you'd gone past. I mean, 5's bad, but I'm not going to do that. So, where are you going to move up to? Or...
I'll just move a little bit at a time. I am going slowly.
Okay, so with all the shouting that's going on, this guy over here, the green cultist, is going to finally take a decisive swing and get rid of those bats. And he's going to start walking over to see what all the fuss is about.
And I know I can't see it, but what did he take a swing with?
He took a swing with something that you didn't see.
I didn't see it, but I'm assuming someone else might have done.
They might have done. How interesting would that have been if they knew that? Okay. Bats turn next, which they're not doing. Alithia.
I was continuing with the plan of stealthing along to behind where Balfour was.
That's lovely.
Continue the stealthing. I'm going to.
And Trailblazer as well?
Still on my shoulder.
Cool. This cultist is now actively looking down this corridor at Balthor and past Balthor. I'm going to give him disadvantage because it's dark and fairly far away. Well, disadvantage was 1. I don't know why that one's rolling at disadvantage with a disadvantage because I didn't press anything. But anyway, critical 1. Yeah, he sees nothing. He is a little bit short-sighted, so he couldn't see any further at all. This guy is going to come up here and watch intently at what is going on. Next is Balthor.
I'm going to carry on walking towards Hayes. Can I see what's in this?
Yep, they're open. Yeah, I'd say they're probably about shoulder height on you.
Yeah.
So they're
just
shovels.
looking side as
They're
shovels.
shovels.
Cool. Can I pick a shovel up? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna grab one of these to help me walk, and use it as like a walking stick,
Crutch.
but also knowing I have something in my hand that I may be able to swing as a necessity.
Okay, I'll give you a advantage on any further performance or deceptions with that.
But yeah, so I'll just walk up behind Hayes and say, "Where are you taking me?"
You're needed further down. But by the looks of it, I think we need to get rid of these bats first so these guys can carry on with their job.
Okay.
Okay.
Tom? Sorry, Balthor, did you actually want to do any action?
No, because at the minute we're trying to get in without starting anything at this moment in time. So just my normal. If anybody gets hit, I will retrieve something from the bag of holding and move forward.
Cool. In that case, Tom?
He's going to remain true to Tom's plan.
Cool. And Cannon as well? Not blasting yet?
Yeah. No, all exactly as was planned on his previous turn. Tom is going to continue to be fiddling around.
Oh, the tension is almost unbearable.
You're just waiting for it all to kick
It
off, aren't
is
you?
going to kick off at some point. Hayes?
Have they said anything about me saying that we need to get rid of these bats first? Have they acknowledged that? Are they accepting of that?
Yeah, they've the red cultist is going to gesture over towards what colours the yellow cultist over here, and gesture for you to help, because he's getting attacked by two of them.
Right. So have I got my telepathy? So my plan is to turn around and say, Tom, get them bats there. Oh, metal guy, get them bats over there. You, Limpy, get them bats next to him. And I'm kind of in the hope that somebody might accidentally swing and a miss and belt that guy, or we can slyly drag him out or something.
Okay,
I've
like
I've got my bandana of telepathy. While wearing this, let's have a look. I can use an action to cast a detect. So I'm going to do that for now on for matter of ease, I'm going to cast it on Balthor, and then if I'm focusing on it, I can use my next action, can cast suggest. No, I don't want to cast a suggestion. I want to. You focus on it. It can reply using a bone. Yes, I can. I can talk to you basically without them knowing. So momentarily, I'd like to cast that on Balthor, so you've got some form of communication as to what I'm doing.
Cool.
And then that's my action. Lovely. So that is me at the moment. Moving on.
Alithia.
I am staying put. And just, I can roll you a stealth to see if anyone.
That's it. So by all means, come and join in. I'll just send you to more bats, and then do whatever the hell you want.
Okay, well, there's enough going on round there that that's not affected anything. Trailblazer?
Staying with me.
How long does this last?
Going well. Okay, the cultists.
That haven't said a word yet.
Oh no, they haven't said anything. The green one is just going to come up and stand alongside the other, and they are both just staring. All you can see is eyes, so you can't see the rest of their face. And the others, again, are just flapping at bats. Because it feels like they've been doing that for a long time, but it's not been that long. Balthor. Come on, Limpy, what are you going to do?
I will walk over to these bats here and swing my shovel at them.
Okay, do you want to aim for the bats or aim for the cultist?
I'm aiming for the bats.
You're aiming for the bats. Okay.
Yes.
Give me
And if it goes good, bit of a limp.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So what actually are your intentions?
We have a plan. The plan is to try and get in without necessarily starting anything straight away. So I'm following the plan of not starting anything right away and attacking the bats.
Okay, attack the bats.
I don't know what the stats are for attacking with a shovel, but
Not a clue.
no.
That does nothing. So you are flapping a shovel round.
But again, trying to sell the limp, so I'm doing it slowly as if I'm
Cool.
not much of a threat.
Can you give me a performance with advantage? Yep, that's fine. You're doing a bad job of it, but you're injured, so that's fine. Anything else that you would like to do?
No, because I don't know I can speak telepathically at the moment, I don't think. So...
I mean, you could try. If someone spoke in your brain, would you speak back to them the same way?
Nobody's spoken in my brain yet, so I wouldn't know.
At the moment, it's just cast detect thoughts.
Ah, okay, I see.
And then I've got to maintain my concentration, and then it's another action.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
a
so
bonus
it-
action to send. It's a bonus action to send a telepathic message, and you can reply to it with a bonus action.
If you're detecting my thoughts, then you would hear Balfour's thoughts being like, we either need to just get through this area without a fight, or kill them. We're dawdling along a little bit here, but you'll hear him thinking that, but he's waiting to see what everyone else does.
Yep.
Okay, Tom.
Okay. Well, a new person has approached now, so Tom will say, "Hi, I'm Tom," to green cultists. New friends. And I assume I overheard being told that I had to try and fight one set of the bats, correct?
I think Hayes was talking to both of you.
Yeah, leaving one of the crates uncovered still, so that I can still sort of enact that plan. I will target the lilac group of bats on the right, and I'll cast a firebolt. So that's an 11.
That misses.
The cultists considered friendly to me at the moment because I'm intending to help them.
They both look at each other.
You're both fighting the same person.
Yeah. So it's almost like they're acting not necessarily telepathically, but they've obviously there's a sync to them, and they both look at each other and look at you in a kind of, we thought you were some kind of machine to help with mining. How are you a spellcaster? So
it could just look like I can like blast stuff out of my hand, which you would use in excavation for mining.
Roll me a perception against me.
A perception, did you say?
Oh no, persuasion. Began with a P.
So a persuasion. See if I can persuade you.
Yes, that makes
is
sense.
Completely plausible.
Yes. No.
It is not.
It's not. So they are instantly more suspicious, but you have been following commands of this thug that they recognise from earlier. So they're not.
Then my cannon's going to shoot the bats as well. Tom was given an instruction: fight the bats. So Tom is fighting the bats.
So from their point of view, they've had a piece of a sentient robot appear and do some work. It's like the photocopier has turned up and then just shot a fireball. So they're kind of you're not firing at us. You seem to be at us. That hits.
So 24 to hit the bats.
Yeah, that hits. What's the damage on that?
7.
That. Yeah, that disperses some of the bats. And what do you do after that?
Return to tinkering with the boxes.
Okay. They are going to be watching you. So any perception or deception or persuasion is going to be at disadvantage now because they are going to be on you the slightest slip you make.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Hayes.
I will. You see, I want to carry on through, but at the same time, I'm a bit worried about. What's your name? Alicia getting caught, being like behind it all. I'm gonna try it. I want to carry on through and try and get past these guys.
Mm-hmm. Now,
And
I'm looking at the time.
Yep, go on.
It's 20 past 10. I do have a few more maps, so I am not going to rush this. So this will be a two-parter. So you have plenty of things to explore. I'm going to try not to do a patented cat. Yeah, just go. Because that's helped no one, and you're doing awesome with the stealthy stuff so far. I love it.
We all just say, fuck it, run.
Change your plan.
So-
Fuck it.
Fireball!
Yeah.
Pretty much, now that I've had my concentration, I'm able to speak telepathically to him. I want to turn around to him telepathically and say, you make the decisions. I'm at a loss here. I wanted to just get through the end, but now I don't know what to do. And then I will hold, that's a bonus action to send a message.
Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do for your actual action?
So I would like to hold my action, which will be for if this cultist here makes a threatening move, or if any of the cultists make a threatening move that I can see against any of our party, I would like to make an attack at them.
Lovely. Alithia, you're getting left
Are
behind,
you going to come
babes.
and play yet?
Hey, babe, she's getting left
Well,
behind.
Olivia's confused. She's confused because she's obviously seen Tom and the cannon firing at something, but doesn't know what because can't see it. And Alethea's ran off, but there's still those cultists next to Tom, so they're not fighting those ones over there. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to stay there, but send Trailblazer in and Warg. So Trailblazer is going to fly into the cave.
Still as an owl?
And have a look at. So as an owl, it'll take me another hour to cast a change of familiar. So looking around the corner to see what on earth is going on.
Would have been really handy if it was a bat.
Really fit in, wouldn't it?
I mean, that's why I was asking. But if it takes an hour, then whoops. Oh well. Okay, so you can see what's going on. What's going on here?
Can I have a perception just to see what I can see with these cultists and generally what's going on? Because I have no idea.
Okay. What extra detail?
Neither do I.
Okay. What kind of detail are you looking at specifically?
I want to see where they've got to and try and work out what it is they're doing, because obviously there's a plan to. Well, all of a sudden there's Balfour there with a shovel, so.
Yep, you can see exactly what's been going on so far, what the layout is. Whether or not it gives you any idea as to what's going on, that's another matter entirely. But you can see everything. And maybe you get the general idea of what they're trying to do. But that's
Does it make you realise now why you spend so much time with your head in a book? Because life is just too confusing.
Just I'm still not sure what's going on. But it doesn't.
Neither is Tom, if it helps.
No.
it doesn't seem to be full on combat. Not everyone's attacking Tom, so I'm going to stay put.
It's usually a given. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's for you and Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Cultists. This cultist, I'm actually going to start rolling in him actually attacking the bats as well. I mean, he was batting them away, but now I'm going to actually have him attack them as well. And you can see it's with a scimitar. That's with a 7, so he misses as well. And now you know what weapon he has. Next is Balthar. And these other two, red and green, are just watching eagerly everything that's going on. High alert.
So after hearing this voice in my head, I'm going to respond. If there are people here who do need our help, I think we better move a bit quicker. Are you ready? And with that, I will shout. The same thing I shouted outside the cave, which is, "It's time!" And I will swing the shovel at this. No, I'm going to use my action to pull out of the bag of holding my shield first. And I'm going to...
Don't shout it time.
No?
Oh, yes, you're good.
No, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
What we need to get through here, I'm thinking. 'Cause
Yeah, absolutely.
If the villagers are being held into here, and knowing now that we're not going to be able to get the party, then yes, I'm going to do that. Pull out my shield. I can't really do anything else.
Is it an action to get your shield and then another action to get your sword?
Yeah, Kat said it was an action to get things out of the bag of holding.
Okay.
So, yeah, that will be my turn. I will step back 5 feet here, so I'm still in range of this cultist, but seeing Tom do things to groups of people at once, hoping he can do something to the two in front of him. If not, I'll be charging across to hit them with my shovel next turn.
So did you shout out?
It's time!
And you pulled a shield from your bag of holding?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Tom, did you understand what that meant?
Probably.
You did have the tactics talk.
We did have a tactic
That's true.
talk,
Yeah,
so...
maybe that was a code word that he's given me to
Okay.
attack people.
With situations like this, I want to do another little bit of a Blades in the Dark inspired. I like their idea of a flashback. So if you can give me a little bit of a flashback that you set up a code word and what it was beforehand, then that's...
So flashback is we're riding together, and I say to Tom, "I've spoken to Alethea, and I've directed her that if she needs to attack, I am going to say it's time." So it gives her warning that we need help. So if you hear me say that, you could probably guess I need your help too.
Okay.
And then
Thank you.
forward
Thank you,
flash.
Tom.
Forward flash to just before you entered the cave. And you got Alethea, it's time.
Yeah.
No, thank goodness. So, yes, Tom, you have heard "it's time" uttered and seen Balthor pull his shield. What would you like to do?
So now can I dump a box of glass on somebody's head quite aggressively?
Yes. Only if you can help me work out what that is.
Like a D1000 damage?
No.
It's got to. I mean, I would say
It's
it would
like
be
an
at least a D6 bludgeoning for the box, and then some piercing damage or slashing damage for the glass.
You give me a good argument, I'll let you roll for it.
What would be a good argument? Well, I mean, I've got a big box of extremely
I mean, no.
sharp
As in, what
glass.
do you want to roll? Because
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to roll like
Strength.
a strength-based
Yep.
attack roll.
I'll
So
give you it with advantage.
Okay. So just I'll roll a d20 plus strength. Am I proficient in box of glass?
Boxing.
Am I proficient in box of glass?
Let's say no.
Boxing.
Right. So it'll be a d20 plus my strength to hit at advantage, and then damage-wise, what feels like a fair amount of damage for a big box of glass being dumped on your head. Because I mean, I'm fairly certain that'd be lethal if somebody did it to me.
Okay, I'll give
Depends
you
if it shatters or not.
roll. Let's roll and see how good your roll is.
Okay, so the first d20 and the second d20. So it'll be a 12 plus my strength modifier, which I believe is a 2. So it's a 14
Okay.
to hit.
In that case, I'm not going to say it's lethal damage. I'm going to say you hit half his HP and knock him out, and he falls prone.
Awesome. And then so I did that to the green guy because he's directly in front of me.
Yeah.
And then cannon blast to his face whilst he's on the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume again advantage because he's prone.
He's prone. That's fine.
So it's either an 18 or a 16.
Yep.
So an 18
Yep, that's fine.
for 2d8. So 14 damage to the face.
That kills him.
Die, I'm Tom.
That was sudden and quite a shock and very loud. So now all the
extremely
cultists are just... They've heard some shouting, they've heard some crashing, and they've heard some squelching. So
I feel really bad because the green guy did nothing to deserve that. But it's like Tom now has a trigger phrase. So it's like...
Yep. And cannon?
And cannon was the cannon blast to the face.
Oh, yes, of
So
course it was, yes.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to do?
No. So it was my action to slam a box on his head, and then my cannon's action to shoot him in the face while he was led on the floor, bleeding profusely. So
Amazing.
yeah, no, I'm all good.
Haze is on mute.
Sneaky.
Sorry, I apologise.
That's all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, do I get sneak attack because I'm behind him and
Yep.
now I'm assuming he's looking over this way?
Yep.
So I am just going to rapier
I wonder what you're going to say then.
for an 18.
Yes.
15 damage.
To this cultist.
And then, yep, right in front of me. And then I'm going to disengage and
Yes.
step the fuck back
Cool, he did.
because I'm
Disengage
squishy.
from the corpse.
Sweet.
They are fairly
Oh, in that
squishy.
case, sorry, if I killed him, I'm not
Mhm.
going to step back as far.
Yep.
I want to try and drag his body back with me.
Okay.
So I'd only get about halfway, wouldn't I?
Yep. Okay. I'll.
I'm going to swap clothes and swap identities.
Oh, I like that. Beautiful. And anything else?
Just bonus action to. Would it be hide? Yeah,
Yeah.
bonus action hide while I'm trying to do that.
Okay. It's the bat's turn next, and these bats were attacked, and they were attacking. So both of these are going to attack you, Balthar. 4 has more than that, so I'm going to say yellow does 22, pink does 12.
22 will hit.
What? I thought pink was less than half. Did a cannon not blow a load?
Oh, yes, my apologies. Let's do... Yeah, it was crap anyway.
So if it's a 13 and a 12, they'll both miss. Now I have my shield out.
No, I did yellow, then pink. I always try and go left to right.
Oh, right. So what is it that hit me then? If there's a
It would be
22
yellow
somewhere,
that
then
hit.
that hits.
Yeah, yellow hit.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. So that hits me for 5. Cool.
That's the bats. Alithia, you heard some shouting, you heard some crashing, you heard some
Seen it
squelching.
all.
And you've seen it
all with
in good
Trailblazer.
squishy glory.
Yeah.
Squishy.
Just not desperate to go running into this. I'm just gonna get Trailblazer to help with the red attacking the red cultist.
Cool.
But using its flyby so it doesn't get attacked back, and she's going to slowly walk a little bit closer, but she's in no rush to get involved at all, and that's going to be her turn.
Okay, so is it attacks by the cultist are at disadvantage, or attacks to the cultist are at advantage?
I'm going to do attacks at.
I think that's the way it works. His
Cool.
attacks at the cultist are made with advantage.
Just want to double check. The cultist is going to attack Tom. That was just
Miss.
normal and fine. And this one is going to join the fun as well.
Would the bats get an attack of opportunity as it runs away from their...
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Gave him a good flap on the way out.
Ooh. On the backside. Go on,
Yeah.
Tiger.
Roll to enjoy it, and that was a nat 20. He is going to step over the squishy body of his comrade. Let's move him to the back and attack Tom as well. Whew. That's a crit, but it
Normal
doesn't
damage.
matter.
It's not normal.
So just 4.
4. Okie dokie.
And there's no other cultists left alive from what I can see. No. Top of the round, Baltha.
Okay, so I'm going to risk getting attacked by the bats, but I want to go stand next to my friend Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Free interaction with item. Would I be able to pick the scimitar up from the dead cultist on the floor?
Yes.
Sweet. So I will pick up the scimitar.
You are going to
'Cause
take
that's good.
You are going to take something from the bats as you leave them.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
left to right. So we had more than half and less than half. 15 and a 16.
Both miss.
Awesomes.
So I'm just going to add a scimitar to my character sheet. And then I'm going to attack with said scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
Scimitar there.
Tom, is your token small?
That's a personal
It goes edge
Oh.
to edge. I think it's because of the
'Cause the
frame that I
spikes.
have around mine. Yeah, it's supposed to be a cog because I thought that would be very effective.
So, but I have advantage because I'm attacking the red one in front of me.
Yes, that hits.
Cool. So that'll be 4 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to use my shield as my bonus action to try to knock the yellow one prone.
Yep. That's contested strength, isn't it? Or did it just do it?
Contested strength.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey.
So I will knock that one prone to hopefully give advantage to Tom with any melee or cannon attacks. And that is everything I can do.
Amazing. I'm just trying to find if there's a status for prone. Let's give him back pain. Tom.
Okay. Tom will try and beat the guy on the floor with his quarterstaff.
Give him a migraine. That'll hit.
So that's a 23 with the advantage from
Lovely.
being prone. And that is for
Oof.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Is
Amazing.
that max? Yep.
Tom is ruthless.
So, what does that look like, Tom?
So Tom just pulls up his stick and just straight through his face.
Lovely.
Followed with the quintessential die, I'm Tom.
Yes.
And then cannon blast to the red dude.
Mm-hmm.
At advantage because of flyby.
Yep.
So that's a 22 for 12 damage.
That also kills him.
Die, I'm Tom.
Amazing. So all the bats have stopped flapping around and just go back to their normal batty business. You have killed all the cultists in this particular map. I am happy for you to roleplay what you want to do here and choose a direction in which to go. I will move you onto that map and then I will end the session because I'm not going to rush through anything else. So
Balfour would like to put a box of this glass. No, he's not going to steal a box of this glass, no.
and it's a crate.
Yeah.
So
Bag of holding would take it.
Tom will do whatever everybody else decides they want to do. I just need to quickly run to the bathroom. So
That's
if
fine.
people are still online when I get back, I will be back to chat shortly, but I'll be back
Okay.
in 2 minutes.
No worries.
Little suggestion.
Mhm.
If whatever's in the next room you want to just go in there and just go in all guns blazes, I will happily have Tom's little cannon inside a box while dressed as a cultist and just walk into the room and hand deliver this cannon in a box to them.
That's some lovely tattoo.
And then just walk back out of the room before they open it. Distraction, bang, here we are.
Yeah. What I've decided for future, I'm going to try and end sessions about 11:45, 10 to 11, just so I'm not rushing through things, and also gives us a chance to kind of talk through what you want to do next. So I don't go, and you've killed him, bye, and then run. So this means you have the second part of this session next week because you're doing awesome, loving the stealthy stuff. So is there anything else?
Do we dress as the cultists? There was 4 cultists and there is 4 of us.
And I would like to examine the mask that
Okay.
they wear.
Let's do that in order. So I will also say you've made a hell of a lot of noise in here, but knowing the
Of
next
course.
maps, that has not been heard. Yes, you can dress in what you want. There are... I might need you to just double check what the blood status is on the 2 that Tom smashed to pieces.
Alethea, yeah, magical. Is there anything you could do to clean these robes up?
I do happen to know one spell that can remove stains.
Just before you go wasting your spell slots, let me just have a
On a
look.
cantrip.
Oh, fair enough. You carry on then.
Out
There's a reason
of
I don't put
initiative
on
now.
bloody clothes. I have a cleansing stone, but it's in a ring version, so that when I do put on the clothes of the dead, I don't stink and I'm not full of all their blood and guts.
Prestidigitation.
Good.
Fantastic. I love that. So it lasts for up to an hour and then everything will go back to being stinky and covered in brains. So we have...
No, it should just
Scimitars
clean
going
it,
in there.
shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't think there was a time limit on the cleaning.
It says duration
Just
up
the
to an
size, I
hour.
could just- On
Yeah,
some
it's just
of
an effect, isn't it?
Mm.
Because it says it in the
Oh, yeah.
spell for some.
make a
You
symbol.
instantaneously clean or soil.
It doesn't actually say a time limit on that one.
No, but I
Those
think
are the parts it
if you
says.
clean it, I don't think there is a time limit unless you
Okay.
make it dirty again.
Yeah.
Instantaneous harmless sensory effect. Anyway, that's fine. I don't imagine you'll be in here for an hour. Okay, so there are 4 cultists. And you can clean all their robes.
I was
and wear
investigating
them.
to see if there was anything else of interest around.
Okay.
I wasn't looting, just tables and stuff.
That's fine. Alithia and Hayes, you wanted to investigate the masks and the robes and things, didn't you?
Oh,
Yes.
I want to do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you look at each of the cultists, and the robes themselves are fairly unremarkable. It is fairly well stitched.
Yep.
However, you do see there is something in the stitching. So let's say that these robes are of like a dark gold kind of colour. There is a symbol that's stitched on in like gold thread. So it's not something you would immediately notice.
Sorry, guys.
Balthor, you know there are bats.
I don't like bats.
Bear with.
Bear with. I like how the session's gone today.
It's gone brilliantly.
The combat's there, but it's not heavy combat.
I wanted to, like I said, I don't want everything to be combat, so you won't necessarily fight everything. And I wanted to make this very stealthy based because you have stealthy skills. So
I don't. Seems to be working.
But Scott, you did some amazing shield work and some protective work as well. Got into the swing of things. Alithia and Hayes, you will notice in the journal under the section 4 Mine of Ayvrin, there is a mysterious symbol that you can see, and this is stitched in onto the garment somewhere.
Okay.
Alithia, with a history that high, you have never seen this before. It's not in any of the books
Excellent.
that you've seen. This is completely new. The masks, again, you've both done some lovely crit work. So the masks are fairly full face, but they are kind of Mortal Kombat-esque. So you can see the eyes. They are gold, embroidered, fairly plain, but again, with the gold stitching, it looks like a suggestion of a smile.
Okay.
Oh, menacing.
Yes. If there was such thing as a vibe check, it would look unhinged. But it's not. But it's not Batman Joker-esque, so it is subtle. It's
Purge sort of smile.
just a line.
Oh.
If you look at the symbol that you've shown, there's again with a crit, you could almost see eyes and a smile.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
While you guys are investigating that, I have taken the clothes off all of the other
Nice.
cultists.
Roll for
And I have
nudity.
And I have put the cultists into the bag of holding. So there is no evidence of them dying here.
I'd have just stuck them underneath one of the carts and turned it upside down.
And all their weapons apart from... Are we all having a sneaker each?
I'm just going to note that. So, Balthor.
So
How many corpses?
What she suggested.
Yes.
4.
4 corpses.
What they suggested, Graham, is there's 4 corpses. We are all going to dress in cultist gear. The masks have got pretty little symbols on them. The shirts have got little symbols on them, which is on the journal section.
No, it's not for everybody. No, only the people.
Oh.
I only show it to people who do the investigating. The same way with
sorry.
the statue stuff. So if you want to investigate, you
I
can see
can
it.
see everything.
happens if they show us, though? Do we
That's
still need
fine.
to investigate something that they show us?
Yeah, I mean, if that crops up and you want to role play that you have given that information, I will quite happily make that available to you. But you need to tell
no,
me that you want to
that's
do
fine.
it. I'm not going to assume that everyone knows everything all of the time.
And I've also
I don't
put
know
the
it's there at the
thought,
minute.
suggestion forward for next time, Graham, to maybe put your cannon in one of these little boxes, and I will go in dressed as a cultist and hand deliver it, and just walk back out. Let them open the box, and boom, cannon goes bang.
You could just walk in.
So,
That's all you've missed.
Put the cannon in. If we put the
Are you
cannon
dressed as a cultist?
into one of them, if we all go as cultists, and then put the cannon into a mine cart, and then pushing that along.
I mean, is it a small cannon?
There is no way whatsoever that Tom could dress like a cultist. He's like a 7-foot tall machine man. He's not
Still
going
gonna
to
try.
pass. He's not going to pass convincingly as a cultist. So he will just maintain his. He's a
could push
mining
the cart
machine
along.
ruse.
I mean-
Yeah.
at what point do I want to give you any suggestions? I like what you've got. Maybe no suggestions.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything
I
then.
mean, I'm looking at how tall are these cultists? Are they human-sized?
Humanoid.
Or... So they
For all
would
intents
be
and purposes, they are human.
noticeably taller than me anyway, so I might not be able to wear one of the. But you
You're
two
taller than
could.
me.
Empty box in a cart.
Yeah, but you're a changeling. You can just make yourself
Oh yeah, I
taller.
can grow. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
sit in a cart.
So,
In the cart,
so
push the cart.
Is it
Well,
just
that-
is it just Hayes and Alithia that are going to dress as cultists then?
yeah, so Balthor's going to say to them, maybe this time you are taking us to where the rest of the other prisoners are. Because that way we can all travel, hopefully, to where we need to be, rather than separating and then having to fight our way through. I am happy to pretend to be a prisoner. Tom, if you are happy, you can be a machine that has been brought here to help with the mining.
Tom thinks that plan worked rather well the first time. Tom is happy to maintain that ruse.
I mean, I'm a stone cutter. I mean, I could be somebody who lived in this village, and you've caught me outside in the village and transported me to where the prisoners are. But I think this time we need to stick together.
Okay, keep your weapons hidden. Keep them discreet but accessible.
I have
And
a
then-
sword. I have a long sword and a shield. It's not easy to hide.
Figure something out and then wrap this rope around your hand so it looks like you're tied up.
I will again put my sword and shield into the bag of holding.
Put them.
You should
I'm
put
going
it-
to say put weapons if you need to into a cart, and Tom will push the cart
Yeah.
in. And these are what we have
Push the cart with
taken from you.
weapons
What I will say
I-
is you're going to have plenty of time to decide tactics as well, so you don't need to decide on anything now.
Oh, okay.
I will also leave you on this map because you will notice there are several routes to go through as well that do have different maps to go through, so you need to decide on where you want to go. And
Which
I assume I didn't
which
find
way
the map
smells the
outside then.
freshest?
oh, it all smells awful. It's a mine.
But if you're not sure, always follow your nose. Gandalf taught us that.
Tom has
And-
no sense of smell.
And
Probably wise around these guys.
Well, we'll work on that, Tom.
and that's
Finn.
where I'm going to finish.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to finish
that
this
was fun.
session.
That was a good session. I enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed that.
The
And you've got
most
10 minutes
roleplay
to
I've
stay on and
ever
chat.
done.
And that's what I like. I wanted to be able to stay on and kind of hear feedback, give feedback, talk about what you want to do next. So it means that the next session will be the conclusion of this, and then you'll get your loot and other stuff. I've put in the journals there's session notes for this session if you want to make any specific notes between you, if you're not making them on your own. I've made some notes in the GM section to remember for next time as well. Things like Balthor put 4 corpses in his bag of holding. I've just noted that down. Fun. So yeah. What do you think?
And two robes.
Oh, and 2 robes. And 2 robes.
And all their gear that they had on them, the weapons.
They just had
Basically,
scimitars.
That's quite all right.
I've enjoyed it, Kat. Yeah,
I really loved it.
Cool. Discuss tactics as you will. Talk to me in the chat if you've got any questions. It does mean that this is going to be the continuation of the next one, dependent on how quickly you get through it, is where we move on to the next one.
We don't do anything quick.
No, so I'm guessing that the next session is going to be the continuation of this. The session afterwards, I think I've spoken to several individually, is going to be in the village of Nepenthe. There will be a shopping situation. I do have a lovely resource. It's about 9 or 10 very small pages of tons of things with different prices that actually seem quite reasonable for the amount of gold that you have as well. So it's not like, oh, this sandwich is 4 million gold. So we can talk about that.
Of your life.
Yes, it can be a very nice sandwich.
A great sandwich. I'm not going to share it with you.
Crunchy.
For the sandwich.
No, not going to share my sandwich. Joey doesn't share food. So prepare a shopping list. Ask me any questions. Several of you have sent me far too many things already, including, can I have a blanket? Yes, you can have a blanket. I'll give you a blanket. Woo!
Oh, I was just about to say, who asked for a blanket? So you can sleep on your little cloud.
I literally had no camping or survival gear at all.
You've all got standard adventurers or explorers packs because that's what you are. So I'm not totally heartless. Anything else you want to do? The same way that I am working on the map of the village of Nepenthe, I will have the notes to the various shops. I will provide you with a cheat sheet of all the shops and the major NPCs for each of them, so you don't have to click through all the journal ones as well. If there's any particular NPCs that you want to talk with, some will want to talk with you. You can find out who knows what about anything. And
I'm going to find my uncle.
Yes, can we talk about that more during the time?
Yes.
I want to know some more details about that because I haven't built your uncle into this more yet, so we can talk about that. Same way, if any of you got any NPCs from the village that you would like to flesh out in more detail before you meet them, we can do that. We can talk that.
Village.
And then that's when the proper campaign will kick off.
Whoop, whoop.
Very excited for that one.
This isn't the proper campaign.
No, this was filler I put in at the beginning because I wasn't sure when Ali was going to join us. By the way, David and this...
Still no idea.
David had gone on ahead to Nepenthe and will have his own side quest as to what happens on his journey in. Yes. So, cool. Look at that. Bang on time. Hope you all enjoyed it.
Love that.
Yeah, it was great.
Really good fun, Kat.
I hope you didn't mind me just making the plan up as we went along for what to do. I felt quite bossy. I didn't mean to be.
I loved it. What I'm going to do is I have learnt of ways of doing rollable tokens. So I will create a token for Haze where I can drop in lots of different ones and actually move the token on screen. I know how to do that now. So I will set that up for Haze. So if there's any particular disguises you want to have in your back pocket, as it were, but do you have the ability so that now that you've disguised yourself as this thug, will you always be able to disguise yourself as this thug?
I can change my shape to my facial features to look like anybody as long as I've seen them before.
Okay, so what we'll do is
it's just the clothes. I can't change my clothes.
Okay, so what
That's
I'll do
why
is
I'm taking theirs.
I'll drop this one and every one you use in there so that if you wanted to go, oh yeah, I was this guy beforehand, I can be him again.
Sweet, thank you.
Cool. Okay, that's it then. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, you too.
You going?
Yeah. Well,
You got 2 minutes left.
2 minutes. I know. So next week,
Yes.
is it Scott with campaign number 1 million?
Campaign.
New
Potentially,
campaign.
I think so, yes.
Ooh, I'm going to build my character for that now.
Yeah, I was going to wait until I got this out of my head before I start building the character. I think I know what I'm going to do, but Scott, I will need to talk to you about a little bit more about your world building, so I
Yeah.
know where my backstory fits into it.
Cool. Level 2, guys, isn't that going to be fun? Level 2 and level 3. But obviously, if and when Ali is able to join us again, then I'm quite happy to put that on hold and get straight back into Evolfon.
Okay. Sorry that it's been so awkward as to when you did and not.
Can't be helped.
Life happens.
Yes, he has to work.
I have asked him again to reminded him again to speak to his boss and to let me know what's said. But I've no doubt when he comes home it'll still be I forgot.
I was going to say, he forgot before he left the house, Angela.
Yeah, I know.
This is Ali we're talking about.
You'll just have to tell him about how much fun you had in this session and how much fun you're going to have in the next one. In the next week. Give him some FOMO, fear of missing out.
Well, he comes back and reads through my notes and asks all about it, so.
Wonderful. And if you ever want to share any of those letters, either with me or for anyone else, please, I would love to read them.
I will do. When it comes to sending them, because obviously it's written every long rest is when I'd sit and write it. So officially it wouldn't be written until we have a long rest.
And it's, no long rest for now, because you're still in the middle of all this stuff. Right, and I am going to stop